Welcome to the strangest love story of the Wild West. Doc Holliday and his big-nosed Kate. Their tempestuous coupling has been immortalized in countless movies and TV shows, but as is often the case, the truth is stranger than fiction. Kate wasn't your typical barroom maiden. She was born to a prominent family, but tragically lost both parents at age 14. She bounced around foster care before stowing away on a steamer to St. Louis to escape her turbulent past. She joined a convent in St. Louis, but monastic life didn't suit her. At 20, she was married with child, and at 22, she was widowed and alone, losing both to illness. She had already endured enough misery to last several lifetimes, but this is just the beginning of her tale. Kate hit the road again, a reoccurring pattern in her life. She landed in Dodge City and found work at a brothel run by Nellie Earp, wife of James Earp, brother to Wyatt. It was James who christened her big-nosed Kate for her prominent honker and for butting her nose into things that she shouldn't. It is believed that she and Wyatt Earp first met there too, and even had a relationship. After a few years, she got out of Dodge and made her way south to Texas, landing at Fort Griffin. It's at John Shancy's infamous saloon where she meets Doc Holliday, catching his attention during one of his beloved high-stakes card games. Kate is attractive, tough, stubborn, with a volcanic temper, and Doc is immediately drawn to her. She's enjoyed the independence of working the brothel circuit and belonging to no one, but finds a kindred soul in Doc, who like her is from a prominent family that was shattered by tragedy. They quickly become inseparable. It's a rocky, tempestuous relationship. This isn't a rom-com fairy tale. Kate continues working her profession and Doc continues to booze, gamble, and exercise his trigger finger. The couple is known for their drunken and messy rows, and for always ending up together again. It was that type of relationship. Doc is a regular on the gambling circuit and befriends the Earp brothers, Wyatt, James, and Virgil. One night, Doc finds himself in a card game conflict and slashes a man to death. He's thrown into jail and a mob gathers outside to deliver vigilante justice. Kate acts quickly and boldly. She sets fire to a nearby shed, and as flames engulf the town, she jumps the prison guards and busts Doc out of jail. The two hit the road and gallivant across the West, with stops in Kansas, Colorado, South Dakota, and New Mexico, leaving havoc and chaos in their wake. They break up and make up too many times to count. In Vegas, Doc tries to return to dentistry, and Kate gives domesticity a shot, but neither can make it stick. It's here that Holliday runs across his old buddy Wyatt Earp, who convinces Doc to join him in Tombstone, Arizona to cash in on the silver boom. Kate wants no part of the Earps or Tombstone, but reluctantly follows. She'd rather live with Doc than without. Doc and Kate join the Earps in Tombstone. The Earps, now lawmen for the territory, need Doc's help in dealing with a group of outlaw cowboys. In the spring of 1881, Doc and Kate have an epic drunken row, the worst of their relationship, which is saying something. Doc kicks her out of the house and a drunken Kate seeks revenge. She signs an affidavit implicating Doc in a recent stagecoach robbery and murder. A warrant is issued for Doc's arrest. The Earps round up witnesses who place Doc elsewhere, and a remorseful Kate recants her testimony. Doc somehow forgives her. They settle in nearby Tucson. It's October 1881, and the Earps need Doc's help in dealing with the cowboy hooligans again. Doc is made temporary deputy marshal for the territory. Doc rides back to Tombstone with the Earps, and he urges Kate to stay behind for her safety. Kate will have none of it. She rides alongside Doc and the Earps. This is no time for hiding. The famous shootout lasts only 30 seconds as bullets rain down in all directions. Kate has a ringside seat from her hotel room in the alley overlooking the battle. When the dust settles, Tom and Frank McClory lay dead, along with Billy Clanton. Kate tends to a grazed and bleeding Doc at their hotel room. He breaks down sobbing from the ordeal. That was awful, Kate would recollect years later. Doc and the Earps are arrested for murder and cleared of the charges. By this time, Doc is suffering from severe tuberculosis and heads to Colorado for the therapeutic mountain air. He and Kate part ways, but it's not long before she joins him in Colorado. Doc quickly grows sicker and weaker, and Kate tends to him to the very end. In the final days, she sleeps at his bedside, helpless to ease his pain. As the last flicker of light recedes from his eyes, he turns to Kate, smiles, and whispers, "The end of Holliday." It's his last words. Though it was the end for Doc Holliday, it wasn't for Kate. She would live another 50 years after his death, suffering through a short-lived marriage to a blacksmith. She bounced around from town to town and job to job before settling into a quiet existence as a housekeeper. Kate died peacefully in her sleep a week before her 91st birthday.